G'day, it's Phil here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my two books here already filled in with the coins that we've found so far. The Great Australian Coin Hunt, Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2 with the currently the 6 coins that I've found so far of that series, as well as my $1 coin collection, which has all of the commemoratives in a row in 2 pages, and only missing 2, the $1 Qantas commemorative from 2020 and the 2016 changeover. I've got all the other commemorative coins, and at the back I've also got a run of coins, a date run, as well as the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1, where I've been noodling those out, and currently I'm a bit short of filling that book as well, or that run. So let's get into it. We have the coins here for today. I've got $200, been a bit short on the float, got a bit of blasted out on the last $2 hunt that I had when I had a lot of 2021 Jody Clarks come through, and I was holding a bit of those. Just as probably news, if you may or may not know, it's probably a week since it came out, but the Royal Australian Mint numbers came out today. I've just been reading through them. So let's get into it. I'm just going to be looking through, well, the $1, looking for the coins, the commemorative coins, like this one, the 1999 year of the older persons. And I'll be laying them down for you and going through and trying to find the commemorative coins and the coins worth more than face value. So it might be a bit of a talky one today because the mint numbers have come out, and I don't think I'll be doing a particularly special video just for those numbers, but we'll see how it goes. The light's a bit orange today, so I'm sorry about that. See what I can do. Yeah, so the mint numbers have come out in relation to the $1, which I'll talk about as we go through these. There's the Charles Kingsford-Smith from 1997. We'll just talk about those today and talk about the others when I do those other videos. There's a $1 year of the Outback from 2002. It's a nice find. And next up we have the Landcare from 1995. Is that 1993? Yep, 93, and then 2009's Centenary of the Commonwealth Age Pension, 2009. So yeah, the mintage numbers, I haven't read or heard anyone talk about them yet. So when I get to a bit of a lull, I will put my 2 cents worth in. A lot of people have been waiting for the numbers because they wanted to know what was happening with the 50-cent pieces, the Jody Clark effigy 50-cent pieces, when there was only 70,000 of those minted according to the last year's annual report. Wanted to see how many were going to come up, if that number was going to change. There's the Dancing Man from 2005. And other people were wondering about other kinds of coins, the donation dollar, the $2 coins for the Aboriginal flag, the 50th anniversary of the Aboriginal flag, which was in the coin set this year. Oh, that was a Centenary of Federation. I missed that one. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to talk about just in relation to the $1 coins. Probably the most, not disconcerting, but the most thing that shocked me was the donation dollar number. There's a Henry Parkes, Father of Federation there from 1996. And our first 100 years of ANZAC, the first of many, hopefully. This is a 2014, which is the highest minted of those, and so that'll go with the high number commemoratives. So the donation dollar, what we had thought was that they're going to mint 25 million of those over 3 years, with the first 3 being in 2020. But it seems that there's been a lot more minted, 12.5 million of those minted in the 2020 year, or dated 2020. So that will make them not necessarily, that's the International Year of Peace, sorry. That will make them not necessarily that sought after in any particular year, which is probably a good thing. So they will be, should be easy to come by and not wanted to be kept as a low mintage coin, which is good on the mint's part, but it also means that most likely we'll probably only get 2 years worth of mintage of those, and that'll make up the 25 million. So thinking on the mint's behalf there, and that was the 2014 ANZAC. And the other numbers in the dollar coins are really, to me, it's a bit of a surprise, because there hasn't been much other $1 coins minted. There's 100,000 of the 2020 JC effigy, and there's a Centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010. And that lifts that number up a little bit, and both of the 2019, both the IRB effigy and the JC effigy weren't that particularly low minted. So there's a 1988 Bicentenary commemorative there. So that leaves them with just slightly adjusted numbers, just slightly a few more. The Qantas Centenary is a bit of a change, though. That makes me happy. That previously the number on that was 150,000, which, considering I'm searching for it, and I've been searching for it for a very long time, I've never found one. 150,000, and I've been searching for even before I've started videos, so since last year, that I've never found one. They've minted another 450,000 of those, so that will take it up to 600,000. It's a low mint, but yeah, much better than 150,000. It should give me a little bit of comfort that I should be able to find that. Now, this coin is a Sir Charles Kingsford-Smith coin, but it is in particularly good order. They usually come, and I'll show you one here. They usually come, well, you find them like this, quite dull. But this one, it's not a mint marked, because the mint marked one is a different head, has a different head on it. But this 1997 is particularly nice, so I'm definitely going to keep that to the side. That might be an upgrade to the book, or even if it's not, I'm definitely going to be keeping that for the collection. As we get into another roll. And the other thing about the numbers is that the 2020 $1 coin, the Mob of Ruse, there's a 2000. It's not a mule though, it's a nice copy. A lot of people have been saying that they haven't found any Mob of Ruse for 2020. Basically, the 2020 Mob of Ruse there is now saying that it is 100,000 from the 2021 annual report, and the 2019 to 2020 report had 330,000 Mob of Ruse in the Ian Rank Broadley effigy, which means that if they don't mint any more 2020 $1 coins in the JC effigy, that'll be the lowest minted $1 coin at 100,000, really, and that'll be very, very hard to come by. There's the Centenary of Scouting there. Sorry, holding that for so long. Guiding. So yeah, it gives us a bit of hope that there are good things out there to find now. In the dollar wise, anyway, it gives me a bit of hope that I will find a Qantas, which is what I'm searching for currently, outside of the changeover coin. Where'd they go? That was at the start. We have a 2003 Centenary of Women's Suffrage there. Let's make we can make a bit of a long file there. And we have a CHOGM 2011 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting coin there as well. So that gives me comfort that I can find what I need to find. Other coins, there are different news on other coins, but I'll leave that for my other coinage videos to update you on that. Which will, I'll do $2 and then 50 cents, and within the week, within 6 or 7 days, you'll know exactly what's going on. And I'm sure if you follow the Australian mintages, there'll be lots of discussions around it, given what the mint has said. But again, we take some of it with a grain of salt, because even in this year, the 2020 report, the 2020 to 2021 report, there is numbers for not all denominations, but denominations including the 5, the 10, the 20 and the 50 cent pieces, where the mint has used up old dies and minted coins dated 2018 and 2019. So even though it's the 2021 report, there's still older coins getting their numbers readjusted from additional mintages. So there is making a difference. Well, the $1 from 2003, that's a lower mintage coin. I'll be keeping that in the collection. Dancing Man again. That's a 2017 100 Years of ANZAC, so that'll be going down the bottom row. I'll be keeping that. So now that we're in a little bit, and I've had a little bit of a spiel about the numbers for the Royal Mint, I can't really think of anything else to update you on. I suppose, the Qantas Centenary extra 450,000, the donation dollar at 12.5 million. That's as I said, that's a bit of a shock. And here we have a U coin from the dollar discovery, so the 2019 dollar discovery, 35 years anniversary of the $1 coin. It has a small 35 up amongst the roos and a U preview mark. I wonder if I can see that in this light. The U preview mark will be easy to see down the bottom there, but the 35 there amongst the dirty roos head, dirty roos ear, it's a bit harder to see, but so that's a keeper for now as we continue through. Another scanning. So now that I've gone through that, here's an International Year of Volunteers, 2001. That's a new one for the list. I'll just quickly, well, not quickly, I'll hunt through the rest of them relatively quietly, unless I come across a new coin for the list of commemoratives. But please, I've had my say about the $1 coins. If you feel like you want to ask a question, or you have your own opinion of the $1 coins, what you think about the mintages, if you've had a chance to look at it, or if you've read any commentary on any of the other web pages that in Australia that talk about coins, such as the Delta or the PJ's Coin Capers or Tassie Coin Hunter on their website web pages, feel free to put your 2 cents worth. Everyone will have an opinion. Some of them will be I won't say right and wrong, because an opinion, it doesn't really matter, but some of them will be true and some of them will be speculation, just like mine is, honestly. And I'll love to hear what you think and what you have heard, or what you believe about where the mint's going, or what their thoughts are on some of this stuff. Hard to get a gauge on it, really. We're nearly through all of the rolls, but I'll have to take a bit of a break and a bit of a breather, and yeah, we'll get through it in a relatively short time. Oh, and there we go. We have our first Great Australian Coin Hunt number 1, 2019. An E for Esky. An Esky, for those of you from outside of Australia, an Esky is a small, sometimes made of polystyrene, but it's a small little fridge. Just something to hold ice and drinks, whether they be drinks of the soft kind or some harder stuff, but it's just for cooling down drinks. Esky was a brand name, become a generic term for a chili bin or a freezer, a portable freezer, something like that. It's very good. We'll have to see when we get to the end if that's one for the book. And there we go, that's a 2015, 100 years of ANZAC, so it's a low minted coin. We'll move that down to here. We have a 2015 and a 2017. That's a keeper. And there's a very nice 1984. Nearly uncirculated, but it's been banged around a little bit. We'll go back in to the bank. And there we have, at the end of that roll, a U coin. Again, 35th anniversary of the $1 coin, 2019, from the Dollar Discovery. Again with the privy mark U there above the A on the dollar, and then the number 35 amongst the roos, if I can. Yep, there you go. See that clearly. So that's another keeper, and that's it for the roll. So what we've got is a couple of nice keepers, a couple of low minted 100 years of ANZAC, and an A and a U coin. Was that right? A U and a U? No, both U coins actually. So two nice keepers there. Nothing for the book, unfortunately, out of the two that we got. So we'll we'll be gathering keepers for quite some time, I believe, until we can find one of those, and also an E for Esky. So what I'll be quickly doing is having a look through all the rest of the Mobberoos, and I'll be back very shortly to tell you what I've found and let you know if this E goes into the book. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, thank you for waiting. I'm back again. Unfortunately, I didn't find too much in the Mob of Roos. There is one coin of note that I'm going to pull out. This is a Mob of Roos from 2006, and I'll pull in slightly just to show you it's a die fill or a struck through all, and so the second 0 and the 2006 is missing, or it's still there. You can still see it, but something filled the die in, whether it was oil or some other detritus. It just made the 0 not form properly in the stamping process. So that's a die fill error. So I pull that out of circulation. That's a nice little keeper for me, just for something for my collection in my oddities and errors. But other than that, unfortunately, the E for Esky is already in the book, so I can't fill that in. But as we said before, a couple of nice 100 years of ANZAC, low mintage 2015 and 2017 there, so very nice. And a couple of U coins from the Dollar Discovery. But that's about it for today. A couple of other nice little keepers that I'll put in my collection as well. Thank you very much for watching, listening to me waffle on about the mintage numbers. If you've listened this far into the video, please, if you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. Leave a comment if you agree, disagree, or have no opinion in relation to my own opinions about the Royal Australian Mint numbers. But until next time, I will see you later. Bye.